Donald Trump is a former American businessman, television personality, and politician who served as the 45th President of the United States from January 20, 2017, to January 20, 2021. He was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York, and grew up in a wealthy family. Trump attended Fordham University for 2 years before transferring to the University of Pennsylvania, where he graduated with a degree in economics in 1968. Trump began his career working for his father's real estate company before eventually taking over the business and expanding it into a global empire. He gained national prominence in the 1980s and 1990s as a real estate developer, with his name becoming synonymous with luxury properties and high-profile developments. In addition to his business career, Trump also became a prominent media figure, hosting the reality television show The Apprentice from 2004 to 2015. His catchphrase, "You're fired," became a cultural phenomenon, and the show helped cement his status as a celebrity. Trump's foray into politics began in 2011 when he began publicly questioning the legitimacy of President Barack Obama's birth certificate, claiming that he was not born in the United States. This conspiracy theory, known as the birther movement, gained traction among some conservative voters and helped establish Trump as a political figure. In 2015, Trump announced his candidacy for President of the United States, running as a Republican. His campaign focused on populist themes, including immigration reform, economic nationalism, and a promise to "make America great again." Despite early skepticism from many political pundits, Trump's unorthodox campaign resonated with many voters, and he ultimately won the Republican nomination. The 2016 presidential election was one of the most controversial and divisive in American history, with Trump facing off against former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Trump ultimately won the election, despite losing the popular vote by nearly 3 million votes. His victory was due in large part to his strong support among working-class voters in the Rust Belt, who were disillusioned with the political establishment and felt left behind by globalization. As president, Trump pursued a highly contentious agenda, marked by controversy and division. He took a hard-line stance on immigration, implementing a travel ban on several Muslim-majority countries and launching a highly controversial policy of family separation at the southern border. He also pursued a protectionist trade policy, withdrawing the United States from the Trans-Pacific Partnership and engaging in a protracted trade war with China. Trump's presidency was also marked by numerous scandals and controversies, including allegations of collusion with Russia during the 2016 election, an ongoing investigation into his ties to Ukraine, and multiple accusations of sexual assault. He was impeached twice by the House of Representatives, first for abuse of power and obstruction of Congress related to his dealings with Ukraine, and then for incitement of insurrection related to the January 6, 2021, storming of the U.S. Capitol by his supporters. Despite these controversies, Trump remained highly popular among his base, and his supporters fiercely defended him against what they saw as unfair attacks by the media and political establishment. However, his presidency was also marked by widespread protests and resistance, with millions of Americans taking to the streets to protest his policies and rhetoric. In conclusion, Donald Trump is a controversial and divisive figure in American politics, who rose to prominence as a real estate developer and television personality before entering politics in 2015. His presidency was marked by controversy, scandal, and division, with his hard-line stance on immigration, protectionist trade policy, and populist rhetoric polarizing the American public. While his base fiercely supported him, millions of Americans also strongly opposed his agenda and worldview, and his presidency has left a lasting impact.